We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's got room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Now a first down throw, gone. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
Yeah, just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Goff. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And Zuerlein pulled it. Zuerlein pulled it. It's no good. Wide left. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Here we go again. Check 52. He's coming. We got double.
Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's Natson. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They run. It's Gurley. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd and 9. Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Check.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Aaron Donald, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
Eric Weddle's one of my favorite players in the league, Brandon. A guy that always seems to be in the right place at the right time, making a play on the football. And he has excellent hands, as we just saw there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. Spins by. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley. His second touchdown on the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they're facing a very tough 3rd and 11. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. On play action, it's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Ebukam able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good with their...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line.
What? 180. Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch twist. Watch twist. What's that?
On 2nd and 12. Goff. And that's Elliott. Complete. 5 yards on the pickup. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Check pass. Switch it. Hey, limb.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards, a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Screen play, Johnson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Nickel Roby-Coleman up to make the tackle. Now Murray off play action. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Murray. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage,
blitz coming, and down he goes. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. 3rd and long. It's gone. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Line of scrimmage back at their own 3 now as they come up second and long. Here's Murray back near his goal line. This one caught by Isabella. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun on third down, Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Murray. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast.
They go play action here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It leads to second and 10.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29. Murray looks to throw again, second and 10. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked By the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check, 59, 59. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno.
Throwing on second and 8. Murray. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
defense, let's go.
Murray now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Elliott good on the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Chandler Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
Hold on. Check. Hey, switch gears.
Out of the gun, Goff. Buying time to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Eric Armstead, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Now it's Peterson. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check your hot read.
Now Johnson. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Murray, he finds Howard complete. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3rd and goal. This LA Rams defense will try to bow up once more. And he is in for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. Kyler Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. Now, they went draw play there on 3rd down around the goal line, something you normally like to see, Charles?
Oftentimes, people are prepared for a pass in this situation, so the draw is a good call, but it's better when you usually have a lead blocker. If you don't have a fullback, you can use your H-back to pull in front. Sometimes you pull a guard to get out in front. Maybe it's your tight end, but they find a way to create a little bit of extra space. A bit of a surprise down near the goal line, but it was effective in this situation.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
And the Rams
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. So the solid run on 1st, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too.
Hold on. Check. 6-6, bullet high.
From just shy of midfield, Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Rams on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Elliott. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
brings up 2nd and 10.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Watch the run. 2 for 1. Check.
Back to throw. Goff. It's Kelce on the ground. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, You can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Rams on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Point out. Okay. Two.
Now it's gone. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Tighten up. X3. 218. Chopper.
They'll run it with Elliott. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
A pickup of 2 yards. 1st down, Los Angeles.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. The give is to Elliott. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Travis Kelce, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. First down carry here for Johnson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. To throw is Murray. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
They're going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Back to throw, Murray. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They start on the ground with Elliott. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
At the 34-yard line.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
At the 45-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
We go tonight. Black 20.
3 buzz.
We're good.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Oh, no, he lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of